Good morning, seniors and parents of West Valley School District. My name is Debbie Reeder. I'm the career specialist. I'm going to talk to you about a scholarship that is for Washington students only that are going to stay in Washington for college. This is a great scholarship. There are lots of these scholarships available in the state, and they are to fill positions that are in high demand or that they think are going to be in high demand in a few years. And this is actually supported by businesses in the community in the state. So it's called the Washington State Opportunity Scholarship. There's scholarships available for 2-year, 4-year, short-term programs. There's some for apprenticeships, but the one I'm going to talk about today is for the 4-year. Now, the 4-year program, the baccalaureate program, is also available for students that are going to start out at 2-year and transfer to a 4-year. What it's based on is the colleges that you're going to be attending, but then also the majors that you're going to be declaring. So if you're going into a certain field and it's STEM or healthcare, then you probably are going to be eligible for this scholarship. Okay, I'm going to go through here real quick. And what I want to really emphasize is that you want to get on the site and you want to Google Washington State Opportunity Scholarship. It's short, the short version is WSOS. But if you just type in WSOS, it's going to come up with some other things. So you want to type in WSOS Scholarship Washington so that it takes you to the correct site. Now, it does have the career and technical. We're not going to talk about that today because the one that's opening up tomorrow, January 5th, is the one for the 4-year. So on here on the site, if you go to waopportunityscholarship.org and you go scroll down to applicants. So for the applicants. So the applicants here, it's going to talk about all the different scholarships they have available. The one that we're going to concentrate on is the one that opens up tomorrow, and it's for the 4-year. So if you click on this scholarship, you're going to go down and it's going to talk about the scholarship a little bit. You can read about it. Big thing is the dates and the deadlines. It does open up. So January 5th, it opens. I would get on there as soon as possible and look at the essays and some of the things that you have to do for it. But the deadline, March 2nd, hard deadline. That means that if you miss that deadline, you miss the deadline. The other thing is the transcripts. The transcripts should have your first semester grades on there, but it needs to be postmarked by March 2nd. That means that you need to get on your Google Classroom or you need to, whatever way your school has for transcripts to be mailed, talk to your counselor, talk to the person that needs to do that, and it needs to be postmarked by March 2nd. So stay on top of that, make sure that you get that done and request the transcripts. And then also you have to have your FAFSA or WASFA submitted. Now, if you don't qualify for the FAFSA, so if you don't have a social security number, some reason that you don't qualify for the FAFSA, you can submit the WASFA. They want to see the estimated student or family, the estimated family contribution, the EFC. So they're asking for that to be submitted, even if you're not qualifying for Pell and some of the other money. Then they select in March sometime and they'll let the student know. The acceptance date means that you accept it. So they offer it to you and you accept it. And then there is an online orientation and you have to attend that. The eligibility, right here, if you look at it, says Washington resident. These scholarships are for Washington high school students that are going to stay in Washington to go to college. They don't fund other schools. They're not for students coming into Washington. They're just for you to stay in Washington. Financial need, it's going to go through. This is a higher income level than a lot of the others. If you don't qualify for Pell and some of the other grants or federal money, you might qualify here. It looks at your family size. So if it's a family of 4, the income, the maximum income is $133,750, and this is adjusted gross income, okay, and untaxed income. But talk to your family about this. It's higher than other scholarships that are income based or need based. Okay, so academic record, it says here 2.75 GPA, and then or the GED score. And then here is the So this enrollment plan here has two major things. The eligibility major list. So if you click on here, and these are the in-demand, high in-demand fields, and that require a 4-year degree. Okay, so it's in STEM or healthcare. Now, if you click on here for the eligible majors, you can search. So say you just say computer science. Okay, there's actually a lot that have to do with computers, but here is a general computer science. Do you think you want to go into computers? You don't know exactly what yet. You're going in as a freshman. You can say computer science and you're eligible. If you are going to go into business, business statistics is the only one that's going to be eligible. And that's because they've determined that just straight business isn't going to be in demand as much as some of these others. How about accounting? Nothing. Nursing. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the things that you're interested in and find if there's anything close to what you're looking for. So say you want to get into advertising and you, I mean, computer science, computer advertising. Oops. Is there anything that comes up eligible there? No. So you're going to look through that list. Maybe there's nothing that you're interested in studying that's on that list. If there is, or if there's something close, consider that as a major that you might be interested in. You have to have, it has to be on this list for you to qualify for this scholarship. Um, the other thing is the institutions that you're going to go to, most of the colleges here in Washington will show up on this. If you're going to one that's a little, something else, that's a kind of rare, look up and see here if it's on here. These are the colleges that accept the scholarship. Remember, if you're going to go 2-year and then transfer 4-year, that's fine. But you just have to go through this and make sure that you're eligible through the institution and the majors. And then here they're just going to ask you some other questions about what you've done in the past. Some of you have running start, some of you have some other college classes credit, and that's just more for them to be aware of where you're at as far as how many years you'd be using the scholarship. And then there's just some more information. So my suggestion to you is that this is a big scholarship. It's worth up to $22,500. It can even be extended and be worth more. A big component to this is that you also are given some mentoring opportunities by business people in the state, and you're also eligible for some internships that they have available. They help you find internships and help you find jobs. This is a big scholarship. This is worth a lot of money, time. You can put some time into this, get the scholarship. I would suggest getting on here, looking at what's eligible, see if what you're going to study is eligible, and do some research. What they're looking for is somebody that has really researched this, is wanting to stay in Washington, make their home in Washington, work here, and also anything that you've done above and beyond. If you've been part of robotics or you've gone on field trips to look at this area of interest, if you've gone on any of the virtual field trips or watch different speakers or talk to somebody in the industry, make sure that you mention all those things, because what they're wanting to invest money in you. And if you show that you are going into this field and you know what you're getting into and what you want to do, they're more likely to invest in you. So have an adult read over your essays before you turn them in. Spend some time. This is not just one scholarship that's out there for all the Washington students. There's a lot of money involved in this, and a lot of students will receive the scholarship. So put some time into it, and good luck. If you have any questions, come and talk to myself or send me an email, talk to your counselors, talk to some of your teachers. This is a great opportunity. So good luck, and come find me if you need any help.